about the Deputy CIO of Cybersecurity and CISO, Department of Defense. Big role, a lot of moving parts there. I know you all have been on a cloud journey, a zero trust journey, et cetera. Give us a state of the state.
First of all, I want to thank you for having us here today, being able to talk about our initiatives. I would like to highlight that the DoD CIO and specifically the CISO role is responsible for policy, governance, metrics, oversight of the cybersecurity program for the whole Department of Defense. So we work a lot with the services and agencies. We work with Heather and her team, work with Cybercom to make sure that all of our cybersecurity defenses are working well together. We also have
and we really appreciate you pointing that out, by the way.
We interface with the federal government as a whole on all issues related to cybersecurity. And we also work with our partners throughout the world, NATO, Five Eyes, you name it, on cybersecurity initiatives and securing our network so that we can interoperate in a wartime. I heard you point out some of our key initiatives, and they are big ones. I think, are behind the curve, and we need to implement these things to catch up with our adversaries. The biggest one we have working right now is the Zero Trust Initiative. That is a massive transformation within the department. It involves a massive strategy and implementation plan, working with all of the components within the department to understand how they're going to roll out Zero Trust. We had the added problem of trying to do that in a product agnostic way, so that we want to be able to just test the environments that people build to make sure that they comply with the Zero Trust constructs. We've had a lot of success there, but we've got a long way to go. Our goal is to get to targeted Zero Trust by 2027. The second big initiative is working with industry. A variety of methods for us to help shore up the defense industrial base. We are the sector lead in the federal government for the defense industrial base, and we continue to work with them to shore up their cybersecurity so that our critical data is not lost on weapon systems, and make sure that production pipelines for critical systems stay up and running. That is a huge lift as well. It involves a lot of coordination internationally with the rest of the federal government, with Congress, with the White House, making sure that we get this right. We're not being too onerous, but we are improving the cybersecurity of these industry partners. And then lastly, the strategic cybersecurity program has been a major issue for us for a while. We are working on improving the cybersecurity of our weapon systems and our critical infrastructure. We're working very closely with A&S that has the lead on this within the Department of Defense and the Joint Staff, and getting after a cultured list of weapon systems and critical infrastructure prioritized by missions, and doing assessments of each one of those and taking efforts to shore up the cybersecurity within each one of those. So those are our three major things that we're working on.